Right, so a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Certificate in Digital Marketing or the CDM Open Day offered by Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. So we would like to, on behalf of the organizing committee and Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome each and every one of you, and also would like to welcome all our distinguished guests who are here today to share their experience with each and every one of you. Right, so before we move on with the proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give you a brief introduction about the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, and then of course about this program, which is the Certificate in Digital Marketing program offered by Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Now, the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, ladies and gentlemen, is the apex body for Sri Lankan marketers, which was founded in 1970 and was subsequently incorporated by an act of parliament in 1980, recognizing it as the national body for marketing education in Sri Lanka. And the SLIM is a member of the Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Sri Lanka, the Federation of Marketing Research Institute, and the Asia Marketing Federation, and is also affiliated with many worldwide marketing institutions as well. Now, the Certificate in Digital Marketing program, ladies and gentlemen, or the CDM program as we call it, is a preliminary course designed to equip the students with the fundamentals of digital marketing and the online communication ecosystem. Now, it's a 4-month course offering an opportunity for the students to gain a conceptual as well as practical knowledge on digital marketing and online communication. Now, this course is specifically beneficial for digital marketing career-minded candidates who are seeking to acquire specific competencies and also would like to add value to those who are already in the marketing or business development force, intend to enhance their skills and qualifications when it comes to digital marketing. Right, so with that being done, ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite one of our distinguished representatives from Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing to officially welcome each and every one of you. Now, he's a professor in finance at Sabaragama University, and currently he holds an honorary position of Vice President, Education and Research at Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. He holds a doctorate in finance from the University of Colombo as well. Now, apart from being a member of Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, he's a member of CIM, a fellow member of Chartered Institute, or the Chartered Management Institute, and also a certified management accountant as well. He has over 17 years of experience in the industry and many accolades and recognitions over these years. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Devasiri Enjan, the Vice President, Education and Research at Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing.
Thank you very much, Oshadha. So a perfect afternoon to all of you. So a warm and heartfelt welcome to the open day of the highly anticipated Certificate in Digital Marketing delivered by the esteemed Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Today, we gather at a significant juncture to celebrate knowledge, aspiration, and the pursuit of excellence in marketing in our rapidly evolving business landscape. So as you know, we stand at a significant juncture in the world of education and business, where the importance of digital marketing is more pronounced than ever before. You know that utilizing AI, it is possible to predict the customer behavior. In addition to that, we can provide virtual experience to the customers through augmented and virtual realities. So in this rapidly evolving contemporary world, so digital marketing serves as the cornerstone of success, enabling businesses to connect with their audience in a ways previously unimaginable. So you made the right choice today by enrolling with the SLIM CDM program, which is the only place here in Sri Lanka where you can obtain both practical and theoretical aspects with regard to digital marketing. So in addition to that, as the person who basically learned marketing initially and then converted to finance. So I'm really happy to address you today. So delivering the welcome speech. So it is my distinct privilege to stand before you and extend a gracious welcome to this occasion where we not only celebrate the pursuit of knowledge, aspiration, and the journey towards excellence, but also recognize the paramount importance of digital marketing in today's global landscape. So in our pursuit of knowledge, we are honored to have a remarkable individual whose insights and experience in digital marketing are invaluable. So with great pleasure, I warmly welcome Mr. Randil Boteju, who is the Chief Digital Officer at Nation Trust Bank PLC. Despite his demanding schedule, we are truly privileged that Mr. Randil has graciously accepted our invitation to be the main speaker for today's session. So his willingness to share his wisdom with us on this kind of a weekend, it is a kind of a testament to his commitment to nurturing the future of marketing professionals and also digital marketing, and more specifically towards the success of digital marketing. So our gratitude also extends to our dedicated faculty members who are delivering the course as the resource panel, including the distinguished Mr. Yashit Amarasinghe, lecturer at the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. So his dedication today to imparting the knowledge and shaping the minds of our individuals so inspires us all. So a special mention must also be made to our staff, specifically who have worked tirelessly to make this inauguration a reality. So let me express my heartfelt appreciation to Ms. Mihirini Fonseca, DGM Business Development, Mr. Sadeep Abhenayaka, Manager, Western and Southern Operations, and his team, including Ms. Mudita, along with the diligent efforts of the marketing team, including Mr. Tivanta, and also Ms. Satyendra Vijayagunaratna, and also the team central headed by Ms. Indika, and also team Madhara headed by Mr. Lahiru, and also the entire team. So your commitment to this event and the program success is commendable. So in addition to that, I warmly welcome the heart and soul of this today's occasion. So it's you, our esteemed learning partners, who join this inauguration ceremony today. So you who have chosen to embark on this journey of knowledge and growth by enrolling in the certificate in digital marketing, so hold the promise of a bright future for yourself and also for the industry. So your presence here today is a kind of also a testament to your dedication and also thirst for excellence. So dear learning partners, so today I see myself in you. So I also started my career like you with a diploma in marketing program. So even though I'm into the finance domain now, working as a professor in finance attached to a government university in Sri Lanka, so I also started my career in marketing and also studying digital marketing. So my progress during the past 20 years is a kind of a testament to my commitment, trust, and also the teamwork and dedication to my studies. So you can take me as an example to showcase that there are ample opportunities for marketers and also digital marketers in the future. So digital marketing, it is essential not only for the marketers, but also for others as well. So if you have the digital marketing and marketing knowledge, so you will be able to see the problems in different angles and provide better solutions than ever. So as we gather here to celebrate beginning of this transformative journey and also transformative academic journey, so let us embrace the opportunities. Let us strive to cultivate a culture of innovation, critical thinking, and also ethical leadership within the sphere of digital marketing. Together, we shall learn, evolve, and contribute to the growth of our industry, understanding that marketing is the bedrock upon which businesses thrive and consumers connect. So last but certainly not least, I would like to appreciate the support rendered by the CEO, Chamil Wickramasinghe, and also the Council and the Executive Committee of the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing in conducting this most sought-after qualification, which produces future-ready, industry-ready digital marketing professionals for the nation and also beyond. So once again, a warm welcome to every one of you. May today's proceedings inspire and empower us to reach new heights of success and knowledge. I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Professor, for giving that welcome speech and for welcoming all our attendees and, of course, all our distinguished guests who are here today as well. And talking about guests, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is the guest speaker's message. And to deliver the guest speaker's message, we have someone with a lot of experience in this particular field, and he's all set to share all his experience and all his knowledge with each and every one of you on this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, he has over 20 years in banking and financial services, and is a seasoned leader specializing in digital transformation and customer acquisitions. As a digital or rather chief digital officer, he drives innovation, builds digital platform and develops future-ready teams. Now, he's an MBA graduate from the Anglia Ruskin University with the marketing credentials from CIM and Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. He has led pivotal roles in consumer lending, sales, and digital banking. He has been recognized with multiple awards and has expertise in ensuring impactful and customer-focused solutions over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest speaker for today's event, Mr. Randil Botheju, Chief Digital Officer, Nations Trust Bank PLC.
Hi, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes.
Right. So, excuse me for the background noise if you hear any, because I'm out. And right. So, thanks for inviting me. And I'll try my level best to within the next 15 minutes to try and explain what I think. Overall, how the world is changing on the digital aspect, and how important that is from a digital aspect point of view, and what your thinking should align to. Right. Okay. So to start off, I think quick one. Is my screen visible to everybody?
Yeah, it's visible.
Right. So I think before I just go into digital, I think overall, every interaction, including education, is about your aura. So today, every interaction that we have that happens here as well, is predominantly exchange of energy, right? So when you look at energy exchange, there are different types of energies that auras people portray, right? So one is predominantly which you call energy taker aura. You will feel with your friends or with anybody whom you deal with, when you finish talking to that customer or the person, you'll feel drained out, right? That person has taken out all your energy, right? So that sort of people, our energy has an energy taker aura. And other ones are the selfless energy givers. Example, when you finish talking to those people, they feel drained out, but you feel happy. So I'm sure you can relate to some of the people that you relate to and deal with on a day-to-day basis. So other segment is the successful energy giver and taker. So these are the people that you will run to when you have a problem in life. Right, so they'll give the right amount of energy, take the right amount of energy from you, and you'll feel very happy, and the other person also will be very happy. So I think from a today's context point of view, we have to strive to try and see how do we become successful energy givers and takers, to have a properly outlaid education structure, learn as well as give to everybody else around you. So the last energy habit is which you call a poor me aura, right? So this energy habit is something that you shouldn't be. In example, I used to tell few of my friends, you should, all the, this is called the, salary day drinking habit. You'll start drink, you get meet up on the last day of, when you have income, and talk about, matamai when, happens to me, I'm not that the best place in life, all sorts of stuff. So predominantly you are unhappy, or you're saying poor me. This energy habit is something that you shouldn't be in, right? So overall, I think, thoughts for today is that you think about yourself, which energy category do you fall into, right? Energy taker, energy giver, or successful energy, give and taker, or a poor me, right? So, and also, whom do you associate the most, right? That will impact of what you are going to achieve in the future, right? If you're associating a lot of poor me people, right? You have to slowly get rid of that, because if not, you might not, be able to, sometimes complete the course, and say, oh, this is not working, all that stuff. I'm sure all of you guys have gone through that. I've gone through a share of that in my lifetime, right? So, and also, how do you become a successful energy giver and taker, right? To ensure that you, learn well, practice that well, it's extremely important to do that. So I think to move forward in anything in life, including education, right? You need to have the right mix of energy and giving, right? So it's important to understand that, right? So I think in the context of today's area, I will slightly switch to something that I'm trying to explain to you today. Which I call a digital first mindset in a digital world. So I think about the whole digital first mindset, I think it's very important to understand that the digital first mindset is extremely important in a time like this, because if we are looking at a manual physical process all the time and trying to make it digital, for example, you guys are going to study, marketing in a digital world. If you try and compare and approach this as a typical normal day-to-day marketing or the previous, generation marketing, and, try and process that into a digital world, might be slightly challenging to do that. So I think the approach is that, example, what we do is predominantly we take a digital first view in everything what we do. And to do that, we need to have the right mindset to do it, right? Sorry. So I think the importance of a digital first mindset predominantly is adapting to change. I think it's quite challenging for us to understand, with the overall background being predominantly manual and physical, moving into digital, right? Then also something that is important in that mindset is that prioritizing the user experience rather than product, right? So sometimes the behavior and the user experience, is normally not prioritized when we have a manual and a physical mindset, right? And also data is important. Right? So these are three of the components that will enable all of you to have a digital first mindset when you go through this whole process of studying this, and also trying to implement it practically in your workplaces, or in your businesses. So I think I want to talk about a few concepts that has come through, right? Concept of share of life. So I'm sure you guys, I don't know whether you heard about it before, but I encourage you to go and online and read about it. So example, right? When you get up in the morning today, previously you will check okay, who is there, who is around you, or whatever. But today you'll directly go to your phone, check what has happened, on your social media platforms, who has texted you, what has been happening in the world. So first interaction every day in the morning is predominantly a digital device, right? And that has been a day-to-day phenomenon overall. So in that context, so different applications, different platforms have crept into our lives. So example, if we have 100 share of life, example, a social media platform, we'll have about 17 out of that 100 share of life. You'll log into that platform, 17% of that 100 from a holistic point of view, right? So when we study digital marketing, we need to understand the concept of share of life, because example, if we being in the financial service industry, what we understand is share of life for a financial services application is only about a 3, right? But how do you compete for share of life with the 17 or a 20, the social media and all the stuff? How do you incorporate marketing strategies, product strategies into some of those other aspects also to try and capture the customer share of life? So it's important to understand this, and I'm sure Slim, having the whole curriculum to educate all of you about it, it's an important area that you to understand. I think practically implementing what you go back when you go back, it's good to understand concepts like share of life. The other aspect that I want to talk about, since I have limited time, is about the behavior changes of the customer. Right? Uh, Example today, if you don't have reception on your mobile, that will be the biggest problem for any human being today, right? You look at the phone, you look at why don't I have signal, what is happening. But if we ask our parents, some time ago, so they'll not even have a phone with them. They've not heard about it. When you go out, you stay till evening when they come until they come back, right? So I think the current behavior change is extremely important to understand that people want real-time access, right? So example, the famous story of cash on delivery, or example, they say, okay, if you have an internet-based primary customer, there are a lot of complaints that a business might get, right? Why that is that when people are digital, when people want digital, lifestyles, they want instant results because they expect that, right? So in terms of comms, in terms of communication, in terms of structuring that 360-degree approach towards your consumer, and so it's important to understand the behavioral change that has happened, right? Within the communities, within everywhere else now, right? So example, some people say that, okay, outstations are not digital, right? But if you actually look at some of the stats, the uploads to TikTok from, a district like, Northwestern Anuradhapura sort of area is pretty high compared to some other Western province areas, right? So people are digital, right? It's just that as businesses, as products, as organizations, we have not gone digital enough, right? So I think the other thing is that people compare now, the digital experiences not with local experiences. Why? Because they compare with global experiences like Netflix to, Spotify to, social media platforms to everything. So as marketers, as well as people who are going into that industry, as well as who are having running businesses, and actually some of you guys might be running businesses and want to understand more about marketing and what digital can do to you. So I think when we look at that, we need to understand that, how do we bring in different types of products, different types of concepts, different type of, reachability into our consumers, with the behavioral changes that they're having today, right? So, so I think, the reduced attention span, all of us are finding it challenging, if we don't look at from a digital first point of view, right? So I'll give you an example. When we looked at some of the processes in the bank, uh, we didn't look at the existing process. We didn't look at how the customer is doing it now. We didn't look at what he has done before. We just took a fresh sheet of paper and said, if I am opening a bank today and I'm running this process today, how will I run it, right? And what we realized is that it completely changed the way we did it. And that is why the digital transformation can be achieved through that, right? So I think when you guys go also and start learning about it, about digital marketing into your businesses, I think the approach should be, okay, if it was digital first, how will I look at it? Right. So then you will start seeing a lot of opportunity within the ecosystem, to get what you want. Right. So the last concept that I want to talk about is the generative Gen AI, right? So AI is a big word. Everybody's talking about it, and everybody is saying, AI, 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 AI. But what is it? So from a marketer's point of view and from a business point of view, uh, so the beginning of the year, I told our guys is that today, this year, go 3 years forward, understand and look back and see with the Gen AI, how will the job or the activity that I'm doing now change? Try and look backwards. Then you will understand what sort of adaptation, what sort of changes I have to do in my business and my approach. Right. So today, AI coming and automating some of the hardcore processes, which can be done very simply. Some of the things that as you learn as you learn about digital marketing is also that something that you have to understand independently, try and learn. I don't know whether you have enough modules. I'm sure the lecturers will do a super job in, covering most of these areas. But if you don't have modules separately, even, try and understand some of these concepts to try and incorporate your key concepts that you learn to implement that, and take it in from an aspect point of view. Okay, how will it change in the future, and what should I do now? So I think all of you guys have done a great decision to start digital marketing, which will actually be one of the critical components in the future, right? Because as for me, physical, marketing, we have a 360-degree marketing within the market. Yes, that is yes. But from a digital standpoint, that is increasing day by day, right? So I think that's an important aspect that you have started to learn. And so I think, example, the personalization that you have to do, example, marketing personalization today, every individual wants to be identified as themselves, right? So today, those days we said, okay, it's manual will only identify the top end of the customer. But today, even the customer who is, just out of school, like all of you, some of you, and any for that matter, anybody wants to be identified as individuals. And without digitization, marketers and businesses cannot do that. Right. Also, there are a lot of platforms that you can do that. For example, then the customer support, product innovation point of view. Then even some of the collaterals to all that stuff, right? So I think there are a lot of stuff that is happening in the digital world, which will enable you to live a completely different lifestyle within the next 3 years, right? Consumer. So I think that is something that you will have to have a digital first mindset to understand. So I think those are the key areas that I thought within the short time that I can share. And then, there are a lot of stuff that we can discuss, but I think from your course point of view and what you're trying to do in the future point of view, I thought that these might be the key areas that, I should touch upon, so that, you can take something back. So thank you very much for inviting me to have a chat, and I tried my level best to discuss some of the key points in the short time that I have. And I wish all the very best to all of you, driving the digital world forward, and have a digital first mindset all the time, so that you can make a significant impact in the future. So thank you very much, and all the very best.
Thank you, Mr. Randil, for committing your time and effort to be here on a Sunday afternoon. We really appreciate your presence here, and thank you for sharing all that valuable information you experienced with our participants today. So thank you once again. Right, so moving on now, ladies and gentlemen, next up we have the lecturer's message coming up, and to deliver the lecturer's message we have one of our lecturers from Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing joining us for this open day. Now, he is a skilled digital marketer with over 6 years of experience in marketing and advertising, and he excels in client servicing, digital strategy, and paid media. He currently is a senior manager at a leading agency and a visiting lecturer at Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. He focuses on building brands and achieving excellence. He possesses a certificate in digital marketing offered by Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing and, of course, a track record of award-winning campaigns, and he brings creativity and expertise to every project that he has been doing over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Yasit Amar Singh, lecturer, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you, Oshada. I hope I'm audible enough, everyone.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect. All right. Right. Let me share my screen. And first off, thank you very much, Slim Management and staff, for inviting me. Let me share my screen quickly. Right. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So welcome, everyone. I think Mr. Randil also made a lot of points. Why is it important for us to understand a digital first mindset? And from a lecturer's point of view, what I will try to keep everything very what you guys will understand for the next 4 months in this program. Because digital marketing, as we know, it evolves every day. It's not black and white. There are things that you need to understand from a behavioral change point of view, as well as what are the other tools that are available in the digital marketing sphere. However, a disclaimer that I would give everyone is digital marketing, or more rather, the concept of digital itself is an ever evolving concept, and being updated in everything is key for you as a digital marketer. So when we hear digital marketing at first, to be honest, see, I'm a career digital marketing professional. To be honest, from all the people that who I know, maybe like people who are a little older to me, when I say I'm a digital marketer, this is pretty much the comment that I get from everyone. Facebook එකේ post එකක් දාන එක නේද? ඒකනේ digital marketing කියන්නේ. Because digital marketing as a concept itself is a little fluid, because people don't know what it is. People don't know what digital marketing is. Yes, there is a portion in the community who understand what digital marketing is, because it's a bigger concept. It's not it's something that is completely different, and digital marketing is something that has evolved through behavior and technological change that has happened in the world so far. So in a definition, if I want to tell you what digital marketing is, it's this. Digital marketing is a broad term that refers to various and different communication techniques deployed to reach customers via digital channels at a cost-effective manner. Right? So now let's understand how exactly have we got into this point of being in a digital world, and our entire consumer segment has shifted their behavior into use of digital, right? So if you look at the inception of digital marketing, it all started with the communication evolution, right? Starting from the invention of the first phone. Now look how far we have come. Now we live in a world where we can answer calls, we can text back people through our smartwatch while driving, while hiking, while doing anything. Was it possible 10-15 years ago? No. But now everything has become so seamless. Mr. Randil also touched upon a lot of important points when it comes to this. Now we live in a digital first world, and everyone who is like, everyone who is currently engaging in the activities, they're all digital first people. Referring to an example like this, do we read newspapers? Do we read newspapers? It's yes. Now even like, even shops are shutting down. Newspaper stands have been shutting down, because newspapers has been one of the key key channels of information 10-15 years ago. But how do we consume news? Or more rather, how do we see newspapers are a form of content, right? How do we consume content now? If you look at it now, it's this. We read memes, we get information from memes on Facebook or Instagram, then we read newspapers. That is how the technology have changed the way we consume information, the way we consume technology as a whole, right? So I will refer to a few more examples like this for everyone to get an understanding how far we've come, because it only when you understand those concepts, you get the concept of why digital marketing is required and why you should excel in digital marketing to move forward with your businesses or whatever. So now 10, 15 years back, we would go to a cinema, we would get a DVD, we would write CDs here and there to watch a movie. But now it has completely shifted into us streaming movies through Netflix. If you look at how we consume music, 10, 15 years back, we would go with MP3 players, sharing pen drives, writing CDs again, left and right. But now it has come to streaming through Spotify or Apple Music, or streaming has become the new thing, right? And then if you look at it in 2010, or more rather 2008 or 9, our parents or our elders would tell us, don't get into vehicles with strangers. Now see how we have flipped the script in 2024 to 2025. We use Uber and Pick Me. They are strangers that we, who all are strangers that we get into vehicles with for our convenience. See how technology have changed. Yes, it has become a convenience for us, but at the same time, see how the entire concept has been changed within a span of 15 years. That's what digital transformation has done to us, right? And if you look at it now, the way people consume content, the way people are at when it comes to using social media to get information, to connect with people, are solely on Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, right? So these are the platforms that people use now. I don't think there is, see, with the population of 7.8 million available on Facebook, everyone is on social media. People refer to, especially in a Sri Lankan context, people use Facebook and call it internet, right? And there is one more platform which is taking the entire world by storm, TikTok. It's growing millions worldwide. So why I want to highlight these things is because we need to understand as a digital marketer where our consumer is, because it will give us the leverage of, if you are a person who is running a business, if you are a person who is in charge of a business, you need to understand what are the channels I need to communicate my business through. See, if you are a marketer, or if you are a marketer as of all, if you are still communicating to your consumers through newspaper and radio, but if your consumers are not available on radio or newspapers, then you have entirely lost the cause, right? Which is why you need to understand, with the technological advancement, with the digital transformation that is happening, with all this information being available online, just like Mr. Randil said, we are moving to a digital first mindset. Where exactly my consumer is as a digital marketer, that's number one, right? So this is basically a personal example that I have come across, how TikTok took the entire country in storm, and this was a truck driver who is watching TikTok while riding. To be honest, I was a little scared for my life that day, but that's how it is. And if I'm to define social media for all of us, I would say it's like opening a fridge. Like, refer to your own experience. When we pass by a fridge, we just open it for the sake of it, right? Not to get anything out of it, but not to, like, not just to see, just opening just for the sake of it. That's exactly how the behavioral change is for us for using social media. Because wherever, when we get bored, when we are just like, trying to kill time, we just open social media and then just doom scroll. We just scroll up and down on Facebook for like 3-4 minutes, right? And that's how exactly the entire social media and the entire digital transformation has taken over our behavior. And another point that I really want to highlight is why it is essential as a digital marketer to understand the concept. Digital, the digital world has changed the entire behavior of people, starting from newspapers, the way they consume information, to the point where they have changed how they consume people watching teledramas. Now, I think there is a handful of people who watch teledramas on TV, right? At least the demographic of 25 to 35 is watching teledramas on YouTube, because all the TV channels have understood this is where my audience is changing their behavior, right? So that is what the digital transformation has done, right? And then I would say this is very important for us to understand why be a digital marketer and why get into digital marketing, right? So which is why I just want to showcase, obviously when we say just media, we know radio, we know TV, we know newspaper, right? And then what are the digital mediums? And then we have to see what is the difference between traditional media to new media or digital media, to see why is it important for me to understand this concept and get into it. So one thing is TV advertising or traditional advertising is very costly, right? And then since it's more of a one-way communication, it's so hard for you to get the feedback onto a campaign or a communication that you are doing. And then other thing is you can't see your interaction with your audience, right? Whereas when you look at digital media, you can see your results in a split second. Like when you put a post to your Facebook and start boosting it, you can see your engagement then and there. You can see people engaging, and then you can understand whether my communication is working or not, positively or negatively, because you can see it, everyone is engaging, right? And then digital is immediate, and comparatively to traditional media, digital marketing in terms of cost is much lower. But the main thing is why you need to understand is digital marketing is an enabler for effective communication within a short span of time, right? Because I'll tell you, like we are talking about now, I've been talking about digital marketing is this, digital marketing is that, right? If you look at how big digital marketing is, you have multiple options, tools and platforms that are available for you to connect with your audience. Like if you look at it, there are 7.5 million. This is as of 2024 statistics, end of 2024. There are 7.5 million available on Facebook. There are 7.2 million people available on YouTube. And it goes on and on and on with all these digital platforms getting upgraded and updated every single day, from Instagram to TikTok to LinkedIn to X. And you have websites to Google. You have multiple options of getting in touch with your consumer, right? Hence, you get to craft your digital strategy. If you understand these platforms properly, if you understand how digital works in your favor, you can craft your digital strategy for your objective, right? Because you have a lot of platforms, and all these platforms offer something very unique, right? Because one thing that I always try to tell everyone who gets into digital marketing is you need to ride the wave. You need to understand how the trends change every day, because overall marketing itself, the way of marketing keeps evolving every single day. I would say don't be a Nokia. Understand the market, grow with it, learn new things, and get into that phase of being a digital marketer or an overall marketer, but be updated on where your communication channels should change for your audience. But what I would say, just for everyone to understand, so this is just a small snapshot of what you will understand and get to know and what you will master in the next 4 months. Overall, digital marketing will give you an understanding of how you can market cost with a cost benefit, and how you can get real-time analysis, instant feedback, and how accurate it is for you to reach out to your consumers. What I will be a part of your sessions as well. I will be part of the first module for you guys. So thank you so much. Hope to see you guys soon. And then I wish you guys all the best for the next 4 months to understand everything in terms of digital marketing and to get into the industry and do some meaningful work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Yasit Singha, for joining with us for this open day. And as he correctly mentioned, you'll be seeing him during the lectures, as he's one of our lecturers at Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next item on the agenda, and that is the program brief. And to deliver the program brief and to tell you all the necessary details about this CDM program, or the Certificate in Digital Marketing program offered by Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, I would like to invite Ms. Mudita Kandambi, Executive, Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, Muslim Business School.
Thank you, Oshada. First, let me share my screen. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Muslim Business School, I would like to warmly welcome you again for the inauguration of Certificate in Digital Marketing program. So this is the first intake of this year, and I'm Mudita Kandambi, the program coordinator for CDM program. First of all, let's talk about the registration process. So for registration, students request to upload a scanned copy of your NICs and scanned copies of your education certificates or the service letters to complete this registration process. You need to upload this to the Slim Learning Management system, and we'll share a detailed outline document in due course regarding this. So this is the interface of Slim portal, and you will receive the LMS access mail within first 3 weeks after your session starts. You have to upload all the necessary documents to this interface once you receive that LMS access. So if I talk about the coaching, sessions are on every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. via MS Teams, and we'll share the joining links via email or via WhatsApp community. So classes will commence on 2nd February 2025. About your session timetable and all the necessary details we'll share to the LMS and to the community as well. So if I mention some key facts about this program, the duration is 4 months and the medium of the delivery is English medium. So as I mentioned in previous sessions, will held via MS Teams, and will provide you the Slim LMS, which means Learning Management System access in due course to make your study effectively and easily. Okay, so now I'm going to explain the curriculum of the Certificate in Digital Marketing program. This program consists of 6 modules. If I name it, an introduction to digital marketing, search engine marketing and optimization, content marketing, social media marketing, introduction to analytics, online reputation management. So this is the assessment and evaluation criteria. This include 4 ways. There's a case study based assignment, 2 assessments, and then the final examination. So these 2 assessments count 20% and case study count 30%, and from online examination, it will cover over 50% of your final grading. So for the final examinations, you have to come to the authorization centers, and it will mention in your admission as well. Also, case studies going as a group assignment, and Slim, Colombo, Candy, and Martha teams will divide you into the groups, and all the guidelines will share in due course as well. And the gradings will be awarded according to your performance at each of these assessment components. All the details are mentioned in your student handbook, and we are uploading it to the LMS as well. So about the Slim Library, it's now open for all the students. You can come and visit here for your study purposes. And library will open on Tuesday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And weekends, it's 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And also kindly know the Slim Business Schools and Library closed on Monday, poor days and special holidays declared by the state and the Slim. So if you have any inquiry regarding this certificate in digital marketing program, you may contact me via email, or you can simply give me a call or drop a text. And student who registered in Candy, you can contact Ms. Umahari Sivalingam. And student who registered in Mathura, you can contact Ms. Hiruni Vatsala. All the contact details are given here. You can note it down. So once you complete this program, you will invite to the Slim certification and you will be awarded at a glamorous ceremony. Finally, I wish you all the very best for your future studies and becoming a successful marketers in the world of marketing. Thank you very much and have a good day. Over to you, Oshada. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mudita, for sharing all that valuable information with our participants. Right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to conclude the proceedings of this open day, the certificate in digital marketing, the open day. So first of all, I would like to make this an opportunity to thank our guests who committed their time and effort to be here on a Sunday evening. So first of all, would like to thank Mr. Randil Botejo, our guest speaker for today's event, and of course, Mr. Professor Devasiri Jayanta, who delivered a welcome speech, and Mr. Yasit Amarasinghe and Ms. Purita Kandambi as well for joining us. And also, ladies and gentlemen, would like to thank each and every one of you as well, our participants who took part in this open days of the CDM open day, and we wish to see each and every one of you as students of Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing, and we would like to wish you all the very best for your future endeavors as well. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good day.